We've decided to start our journey with a short walk around Balanced Rock and then head to the next spot. You can see both sides of the Balanced Rock. So we are at the windows. I hope that they don't crash as often as my Windows 11. We also hiked on the other side of the north window. Well, to me it's a dragon. We can see Turret Arch in the distance. Looks more like South America or Africa. And Kasia showing that we can fly to those continents. Unless she just forgot her pills. So we decided to walk there and also under it to the other side. And here comes the double trouble. Going to Double Arch. And double whiskey on the rocks. Quite tricky section. And double arch here. And quite steep section to go up. You will see it's broken. I don't know why we go there.
Because it's beautiful.
To say the truth, it's not really broken, so I feel disappointed. But I will ask maybe heavy machinery and it will help. So actually some of those structures, it feels like it's just an extraordinary power holding them. But to say the truth, it's just gravity and they are well balanced. So as the Balanced Rock and also Mexican Hut that we saw yesterday. This trail took us about half an hour or maybe a bit more to actually visit the Sand Arch and also Broken Arch. I think that they look like meerkats. To save some time, we decided to go to Upper Delicate Arch viewpoint instead of going to the top. Back to the Sand Arch, and Kasia has the best footwear for this occasion, but very bad for what's about to happen. Now we're gonna go to Devil's Garden. By the way, not that I'm saying, but this area is called Devil's Garden. And speaking of the devil, we've quickly visited Tunnel Arch and also Pine Tree Arch. So this arch is quite interesting, as it actually became into life in 1991, and it was all started as a small rock tumbled down and hit the big slab. 20 meters of rock came off, 180 tons of rock formation made this. So quite demanding trail and not accessible without hiking shoes, so I'm going on my own. Kasia stayed behind because she's got sandals. So she had to stay at the bottom because of the drops on either side. Very narrow canyons, so you would get probably stuck there for ages, which isn't just good for us. There is something more actually about those trails. In England it would be all taped, mind the gap, warning, caution and all that stuff. In Poland there used to be, probably there would be chains to climb up and stuff like that, but here in America there is nothing. So you can actually fall. And this is the freedom but also the consequences you get in USA. Now the hard part. Look at this. Going up this way and now down. I've got to tell you that this was hardcore action. Kasia will have different shoes tomorrow. Sandals are good, as you can see. So if you want to see Navajo Arch, use at least hiking shoes.
Very good shoes, but only on the beach. It go home. in the end.
So the hike took us in total 8 hours. Still something like an hour to get to the entrance side. And jacuzzi, yeah. Well, I thought that it will be hiking more American way, so driving everywhere and just short hike. But this is actually not American way, I believe.
American dream.